Hola, konnichiwa. So behind me you can see La Sagrada Familia, that is a basilica, is one of the World Heritage UNESCO sites in Barcelona. It has been under construction for almost 140 years. The construction was started back in 1882 and it is still being built. Gaudí spent 43 years of his life in this church and he knew that he would never complete it. That would be the work of generations. When he died, it was built about 10% of the entire construction and it's supposed to be finished in 2026. That will be 100 years since he died, the centennial of his death. So if you want, we can walk around the church and we can see the most important parts of the church. Let's go. So here we are in front of the Nativity facade, and here what the scenes that you can see, they represent the birth of Christ, the first years of the birth of Christ. When you look from closer, you can see, for example, the birth with Jesus, Mary and Joseph, the three wise men, the adoration of the shepherds, but as well different scenes when Jesus Christ was young. The portals, the doors in bronze that you can see are really magnificent. They were designed and made by one of the most important artists we have in Barcelona. He is a Japanese origin. His name is Etsuro Soto. He's been working here for almost 40 years of his life. When you see La Sagrada Familia, the Nativity facade, you can see clearly how there are different colors, different aspects. The darker color is due to the time, to the aging. In fact, the idea is to clean it and it will recover the original color of the stone. It will never be the same color, the old and the new part, because the stone that they are using currently and the stone they used 140 years ago when Gaudí started working here were very different. He could see almost finished the entire facade. In fact, just the very top of three of the spires would be missing, but also he saw the apsis and underground where the crypt is under the altar. This is also what he could see. That would represent about 10% of the entire church. So right here is going to be the main facade, the glory facade. And you have to imagine that everything is going to be covered by the stone with 4 more towers, and a kind of bridge is going to be built on top, then the stairs to come down, and then this part is going to be all torn down. Because the church is higher than the rest, a kind of bridge is going to cover the street, then the stairs to come down, and a huge park with gardens. So we are in front of the Passion, Death and Resurrection facade. These 4 towers right behind me that are completed represent 4 of the 12 apostles. And behind them, a little bit taller, you can see partially built 4 of the towers of the evangelists, and coming out from the center, the tallest one that is going to become Jesus Christ Tower. You can see these kind of ribs on them that when it is possible to access them inside, they give light to the interior, but the very top there is a hollow space and they will become bell towers. In the future, 84 tubular bells are going to be built, and with a keyboard it will be possible to be played like a carillon of bells, and the sound will be spread out in the neighborhood. As you can see, the sculptures behind me are very different to the ones that you have seen on the other side, the Nativity facade, because these sculptures were not designed by Gaudí, but by a very important sculptor of the 20th century who passed away 5 years ago. His name was Josep Maria Subirachs, and is representing the last days of Jesus Christ. So you can see the lower part that is there is this construction with the pointed shapes. This is the cloister that is going to surround completely the entire church, and on the left hand side you can see one of the two twin sacristies. That is a place for the priest to get dressed, and also is a storage place. So here behind me you can see the schools that Gaudí designed for the kids of the neighborhoods and for the children of the stonemasons working for him. It's a very interesting construction because it's wavy, made simply with bricks and with wood. That's it. Very easy to build, very cheap as well.